Reid, your seat there is beside Jean and Helen, alright? Years today, we really wanted to mark the occasion of the last 10 years, and I know Dr. Brady's in the shop at the moment. So this is the Student' Day, alright? So I would first like to call on Vicky and Sarah from 1994 just to say a few words.
I think our year had really good rapport with Mick, both as a teacher and also when he became principal. Now, when Mick took over Sign Hill when he became principal, there was a large student body, and it couldn't have been easy for any principal, let alone a man, to take over running 600 girls on a daily basis. God bless him. But in fairness to Mick, I think he did a great job. I think to be a really, really good principal, it's very important that you're able to see your students, not just as students, but as people. And I think this was something that we were really, really good at. I think for me, he created a really great atmosphere at Sign Hill, and I think that wasn't just for the students, I think it was also for the staff. As a principal, Mick, from my own experience, was very supportive, and this support didn't end when I left Sign Hill, but continued on. And in particular for me and for my own school friends, this was greatly appreciated later on. I think this just shows the type of man Mick is, and I think it also shows how genuine his concern has always been for his students. Now, while I know Sign Hill is being transferred to a very capable set of hands, I also think everyone will agree that Mick will be sorely missed here, both by the students and by the staff alike. And for me, it's a real honour and a great pleasure to be invited back here to say on behalf of the year of '96, thanks very much, Mick, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Thanks very much, Cara, for the 3 words. I'd like to welcome back Orla Flanagan from 1997.
Thank you, Mick, for everything on behalf of the class in 1997. It's really strange to be back in this concert hall, and it seems to be shrinking and shrinking every day, but it was a really, really special place for me. We did so many musicals here, which were really, really special for me, and Mick was so encouraging. And I'm still working in theatre, and that is so much largely to do with the support and the encouragement of so many teachers, but particularly Mick. So thank you so much on behalf of Class of '97. I wish you all the best in your retirement.
Okay, so we're going to have a song from Lucia and Gina just now, alright? I think you've heard this before.
Two worlds there, Gola. Love. Gola. Do you love me? Do I want? Do you love me? Do I love you? Well, we've got daughters getting married, and there's trouble in the town. You're upset, you're worn out. Go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion. Gola, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me? You're a fool. I know, but do you love me? Do I love you? Well, for 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now? Because, well, Gola, it's time to say goodbye. We really don't want to make you cry.
fantastic. 1997, we thought no better person to talk to us. 1998, sorry, no better person to talk to us than teaching with us now, Kira Reid.
Was the representative of the council in 1998. I'm very nervous. I'm very honoured and privileged to have been both a pupil and a member of staff under the guidance of Dr. Brady. I think I'm in a very unique and lucky position to have seen you on both sides of the fence. As pupils in Sign Hill, we received all the motivation that we needed to encourage us to do our very best, while now as a teacher I am still motivated by you to give my very best. If I had to pick one thing about the class of 1998, I think it would have to be our long-lasting friendship. And this friendship was shaped and guided by Sign Hill under your leadership, and for this the class of 1998 will be eternally grateful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kira. 1999, and welcome back Jennifer O'Reilly to say a few words to you.
On behalf of the class of 1999, the last class before the return of the millennium, I'd like to say thanks a million. It was really a brilliant time here at Sign Hill. We've had someone's testimonial about them being a theatrical person and you getting really involved and making people feel involved. But here's the other side of the fence. I don't have a musical note in my body, but I still really enjoyed the jamming sessions during the musical week, and no other school can really say that the principal got up and jammed with the guitar, and we really had a laugh, and that was what I really remember most about Sign Hill, so fair play to it.
Involved here with everybody, and I don't think everybody else, including teachers, would have been so involved if you hadn't been the driving force behind them all. I think really stood to all of us how involved you were. And whether the band came along or whether you came on your own, you were always there, not just to watch or show your face, you're always involved as well, along with all of us. I think that's something we'll always really remember, exactly as everyone has said, you're involved, but not just as a place, as a whole person, and appreciate all of us as just people as well. So I just want to say, best of luck to you.
So grateful for the time that we had here in Sign Hill. I'll always remember more days great, actually, particularly with music and how I got to know the other side of our festival as we rocked this concert hall with the electric guitar. I just want to say thanks to the members and the music. We hope you enjoy your well-out time and we'll have to back to second leadership.
Thank you, Winnie, Jenny, and Lord. I'd like to welcome back Kate and Helen, all right, in 2001.
We always wish we were so fun for getting our shot.
Substitution for the day. I just have to start off by saying I remember my first day of school here was strange because the first day I was looking around and I compared it to primary school and I never had a male teacher. Our principal was female. So I get in here and got out the stuffy blouses and the long skirts, and I had the leather, the bike and the band and the coolest principal around, which none of my friends could say they had, except for the ones in Sign Hill. I knew it was going to be different here because I make treat you all as a person, as an individual, and we just have a few stories. Tales of Mick Brady. Embarrassed to it.
And after I left Sign Hill, I was so frightened about being out in the real world and away from the cocoon that we've been given of like just that safety and also the chance. When I was in Sign Hill, I loved it because everyone was their own person. Not one person was the same. And Dr. Brady always looked at us like that. He never I had two sisters that came before me, and never compared to them, never anything. I was Kate and that was that. And I always looked at it. I looked at him so fondly. I don't know what it was about him, but I loved him to bits. In transition year, I remember getting, I think it was, actually in 6th year I got the Sign Hill Award, and it was presented by Dr. Brady, and that made my year, just because he knew what I deserved. We were trying to think of some stories, and for some reason, this particular story came back to us now. I don't even know the I'll tell you the story. So, what happened was, Helen and I were in supervised study, supervised note-taking, and we had a terrible problem of not being able to stay quiet, or we're very giddy all the time. And on this particular day, Helen and I were passing notes, which maybe we shouldn't have been. I shouldn't be telling you that we were, but we were. And now this actually made our exam week. We just died with laughter. I don't know, do you still have it? Do you have it? And we were just so delighted. And then from you can take this one, just from the blue suede shoes and the school concert was in 1999. We were all sitting up in the balcony and it was all going normal, nice school concert. Off comes the tie and the blazer, out comes the bass. It praises the show that none of us have ever forgotten to this day. We were just so proud to have the coolest principal up on stage. That was also the great thing about having a principal who encouraged music and had a great interest, because I know for Kate and I and our group of friends, we all took part in musicals throughout the years in Sligo. I know I'll never forget being Ava Lammy, and I don't know my parents. And I know that was the 1 year in Open Home when I was in 6th year, that I felt like I had been given the chance to be my own individual and to be in a musical myself, and I'm really grateful for getting that chance to do the musical here. So thank you for that. And also on behalf of the class of 2001, good luck with your retirement and know that we'll be sorely missed, and we all have great fond memories.
Before we move on to the next year, we're going to have a piece from the orchestra here, Sunrise Sunset.
be asked to come back and say a few words because I have nothing but great memories from Sign Europe. And I got to know you better in 6th year when I was working as head girl with you, and I found you very approachable, and you're open to suggestions with the student council and just general school matters. And Jim and I had such a laugh with you. We used to come to you in the office in the introts. And we always had a giggle. I don't know, you must have thought we were a bit mad, but we still managed to get a bit of work done with you anyway.
During our years, we found that you always encourage students not only just to focus on the academic aspect of school, but to become involved and participate in extracurricular activities such as the choir, musicals, sports, and you led by example by performing in musicals yourself, and everyone could see how much you enjoyed it. You also encourage the art students to participate, and it's great to see all the artwork they have around the school.
Not many students can talk about the principal in the way that we could, as girls were saying previously, cruising to work on your motorbike or playing in your rock band. And we hope now that your retirement gives you the time to concentrate on your music career.
And I don't know if you remember this, but Jane and I were talking about and we had a night, and I don't know who was more embarrassed about it, but in Dunalban at one of your band's performances, and it didn't take you long to hop up on our table and dedicate a song to us. You were always energetic, and we could see this in your work, and so I feel
I hope you haven't embarrassed you too much, but you really were a great principal. You motivated everyone. You're a true asset to Sign Hill, and you'll be missed dearly by the students and staff. And you helped make our 6 years in Sign Hill so enjoyable. So from the class of 2002, we want to wish you good health and good fortune. Good night and bye.
I'd like to welcome back 2003, Sarah and Anna.
The class of 2003, we just like to say thank you so much for the best series ever. In the very first day, we called next to on our Christine uniforms. Now, by the time we're in 6th year, they may not be as Christine, but that very first day, you encouraged us and just encouraged us to get involved, not just in our academics, but in everything. All the girls have said, just get involved in school life. Your office door was always open. It always allowed us to go in and try out new ideas. How many principals that came to our classroom? Like, it was brilliant. It's true though. I don't know, like, how many principals that get rid of the red tie and back jumpers? I wasn't a big fan of these, but we worked with pride. Always encouraged us for fundraising, support, and everything. Thank you so much.
I always thought that one of the best things about Dr. Brady was that we could brag about it to people from other schools. And people were moaning about their principals being mean and all. We were able to go, well, our principal plays the bass in the band and he drives a motorbike and he wears a Beatles tie. But apart from having street cred, he was always open, his door was always open. When we went to him saying, he was like, right, we're just going to bring a few underground teenagers into the concert hall to play guitars and jump around. Or else, yeah, we'll have black jumpers now, I think. He always went, around, more or less. And I think we were very lucky because to have such an open and liberal principal, because we got to do a lot of things that other principals would have let the school do. But I think, as it's been said by everyone before, the most obvious thing that Dr. Brady brought to Sign Hill is the music. He was always down with the orchestra playing away in the musicals. He organised for the choir to go and record Bohemian Rhapsody in the studio, and he never missed a chance to whip out the band and prove that the oldies could actually be cool. Yeah, fair play to me. There's a key from Dirty Dancing to play at our graduation as well. So, in other words, he was and still is hip to the groove and down with the kids, and we're very happy to have him. And thanks for bringing him in. Best of luck with the class.
Okay, so I'd like to thank all of the past pupils from 1994 to 2003. So now we're going to have our present students, all right? Rebecca Stapleton from first year.
Dr. Brady, you've been great, and the best videos. We have known you long, which made your first year memorable. Our first year wouldn't have been the same without you. Even though you're the principal, you're friendly, approachable, easy to talk to, and you're just like one of us. Alison and I had a great chat with you the day that we were modelling for the picture, and you missed class over. Thank you. On the class of first year, I would just like to say, you're one in a million. Good luck in the near future and enjoy your time. You deserve it.
Our youngest student here today, thank you, Rebecca. Shall I call on Norma Burke from second year to make you work?
Dr. Brady, thanks for all that you've done for us. You've created a nice and welcoming atmosphere in school. You've always been there for us if we've ever had problems. We'll miss you greatly. You're back for the future. Come on, Stephanie.
Now we're going to take another musical. I know that one of the songs that Dr. Brady really enjoys is the Hallelujah. So maybe everybody here will join in and sing the Hallelujah. Students, lead us in the Hallelujah.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that Brady played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major lift, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throat, she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew a hallelujah, 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 You say I took the name in vain. I don't even know the name, but if I did, well, really, what's it to you? There's a blaze of light in every word. It doesn't matter which you cut, the holy or the broken. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
I'll start off by saying that Dr. Brady will be greatly missed when he leaves. I'm being completely sincere and I'm really glad that I was chosen to speak on behalf of Xavier.
and I hope he knows how much the students here really appreciate him. If he mentions Dr. Brady to any of my years, they'd only have good and positive and great things to say about him. And I'm on the student council this year, and even though our wonderful principal is leaving, he's still giving 100% to the school. So many things have been done this year, and they all come down to Dr. Brady in the end. New blinds have been put up, a new system of intercoms has been installed, school trousers as a choice are coming in, and we have a new machine for healthier food. Dr. Brady has done his best, and I think everyone is really happy with what's been done. Not only has Dr. Brady made all that possible, but the student council were allowed to paint a bathroom with designs made by some of the students, and I think everyone really appreciates that. If this isn't a great principal, then I don't know what is. Dr. Brady is like one of us when it comes down to school spirit. He has shared his musical talents with the school on many different occasions, and he is always working hard to make everybody happy. I'll finish now by saying Dr. Brady has been a great asset to Signhill and an excellent principal. I'm sure that everyone will really miss him, and all of Paper wish his best as a teacher.
I was picked to talk for all the 4th years here, so I'm a little proud. But we all came here today to honour the great man himself, Dr. Brady, for all that he's done since he came to Signhill. Even before we started, he set the right note for us when he said, and I quote, "Our approach to the education is based on the Dominican ideal of developing the whole person. We aim to create a warm, lively and friendly atmosphere in which each student is encouraged to discover and develop all their talents and abilities, academic, artistic, social and sporting. We are committed to providing students with opportunities to express themselves in as many different ways as possible, and to encourage everyone to get involved in school activities and to take on responsibilities." He certainly lived up to his promise. From first year on, he is always there to help us. The first thing we learned was that there's a place for everyone, and that all we have to do is get involved. Dr. Brady himself is a shining example of this. We have photographic proof. Of that from Star6 concerts, where he literally plays his part, and he always gets involved in sports days and other activities. He's built wonderful spirit in the school over the years. He's been an inspiration to us all. He's always greets us with a smile and he's fun-loving. One time, I think it was in the first year, we were all outside playing in the snow when Dr. Brady came out and he was kind of giving us the look. He was like, and we were just sitting there going, "Oh, we're in trouble now." Next thing, Dr. Brady whips out a camera and snap. Throwing us all over the school, covered in snow. In first year, he took our maths class and we made the whole thing fun by playing games with us and getting the message across that way. Some memories we have, great memories. I can't finish this tribute without mentioning how he literally brightened up our days with his cool Hawaiian t-shirts, and we should have been issued sunglasses with the uniform, but as for the funky motorbike gear, we never knew you could get yellow leathers. These would certainly be duller without the exotic Dr. Brady, who we'll miss him very much. We wish you all the best for your retirement, and we hope you continue to play a part in all our concerts.
So can we now go on to our time for our
Bright, suave, hip, fun, friendly, strawberries, and encouraging. These are some of the words that first came into our head when we thought of Dr. Brady. When we first came into first year, we always thought we'd be the ones to leave first, and we can't believe we'd be the sooner. Back in first year, Blythe was like, "Sketch, Brady!" Now it's more like, "Brady, Crackerton." Over the years, we've helped make this school on again. It's not just a place to learn, it's a place to improve in all areas of life, and we have huge thanks for that. You've led us to fifth years who are on a hook in the school and looked upon it as talent. Even though you're the man in charge, you're still very approachable and you can put a name to every face. It's not often students can say how much they love their principal, but you, Dr. Brady, put the pal in principal. We're so sad to see you go, and we hope you realise how much you'll be missed. Enjoy your last class with the principal, and may your future be filled with the happiness you've given to us. And And Dr. Brady from the 5th year, thank you.
Thank you very much, Claire. And finally, we'd like to call on our present head girl and deputy head girl, Janet Martinez.
Each day we take our school for granted and we accept what we're given, yet we never wonder where it all comes from or how it all happens. It's as if by magic that there's always a teacher there for us and always someone to discipline us. It's as if by magic there's always a class to go to, a desk and a chair to sit at, and a locker to put our books in. It's as if by some magic transformation that we enter the school as little long-skirted first years and leave the school as confident young ladies ready to take on the world. Making the magic happen. This magician is the wonderful Dr. Brady.
Each morning we see him stroll into school in his Nike Air Max runners and his blue jeans, or else cruising in on his motorbike. No one would suspect this is our principal until he makes his transformation into the suited Dr. Brady we all know. He's good at the punishments, great at the guitar, but in 4th year we discovered he's not so hot at skiing. It's not every day you see our principal tumbling down slides and benches, now that he's leaving, we'll have to find someone new to take the mick out of. On behalf of our year, we'd like to apologise to everyone. It's clear that it's because of us that Dr. Brady's leaving. We couldn't bear to go on without us and our positive attitude. The trauma of this is sent him into early retirement. However, we're confident that the 5th years will keep Mr. Rump more than happy.
But just beforehand, I would just like to take this opportunity to say goodbye to one very important person here today. That is Miss Byrne, who, as we all know, is leaving us this year. And we would like to say thank you to her for her years of dedication to Sion Hill. She's always been a part of Sion Hill, and she's here. And especially here today is wonderful to have people from 1994 back, so that they are here today to say goodbye to Miss Byrne, to thank her for all the time she has spent with us and the dedication that she has given to Sion Hill. So we'd like her to just come and accept a presentation from the students and the staff at Sion Hill.
However, I accept this very graciously. I've had wonderful years here at St. Hill. I've been here longer than a lot of the young teachers who teach you. So it is a big thing for me, but today is Dr. Brady's Day. Thank you for this show of appreciation. I am quite overwhelmed. Thank you.
Okay, just one last thing. We would like to present, or I would like to present, Dr. Brady with this journal here. It says, Live with Intention. Every single student and every staff has actually signed this journal and said the few words that they would like to say. And this is a reflection of what we really want to say to Dr. Brady today. When I was reading through it, and I'm sure as he reads through it, he'll have no doubt whatsoever, the contribution that he has made to all of our lives. So I'd like to present this to him today. And finally, we are going to end off with some music. So, I've lost my notes, but not to worry, alright? As we all know, Dr. Brady plays a band called Last Gasp. So we thought we put our own band, which we have named First Breath. So, we'd like to welcome them today. We'd like to welcome here today, instead of Penny on the guitar, we have Bonnie. We'd like to welcome on the drums, instead of Maud, we have Sister Santa. And instead of Paul on the keyboards, we have Pauline. And finally, instead of Dr. Brady himself on the bass, we have Nurse Brady. I would like to thank the pictures for putting together a medley of a few songs that they would like to sing for Dr. Brady. So I just want to thank everybody here, because that's me finished for the day. I just want to re-listen to these songs, alright? Thank you.
Someone appears on the all, just want to congratulate everybody on getting this organised without me knowing a thing about it. I came up here this morning thinking I was going to be organising the base bar for summer of '69 with 4 years until I got to the door here. But I should have smelled the rat the other day when I did actually smell the rat, but I didn't know what was going on. I came in here at lunchtime 2 or 3 days ago. The pictures are up on the stage there. And I was rushing, I was organising something. I said, what are you doing? And they said, well, we're organising a song for the 6th year's commencement. I said, yeah, you're right. Anyway, I had a call, so now I know what they were up to. So thanks very much for that. I don't know what to say really. I don't want to miss you. I really am. I feel very, very lucky and I'm very happy, I think, to speak to the public. I'm very happy to be in the position that I'm in and to have had the experience that I've had of being here for the last, I've actually been in the school for 13 years, principal for 11 years. I suppose, I'm really happy that I chose the career that I chose. Well, I never thought of it as a career, it was just, something that you did. To be involved in education since I started way back in 1970 in my first school. And to be involved with young people and all the energy and all the wisdom that they have, and to have that for all that time and to be working with them, it's a wonderful experience. But particularly at this school, I worked in 3 other schools before I came here, and while they were great schools, I never felt about them the way I felt about this school. There was something very special here. And it wasn't something that was written down. The Dominican ideal is written down somewhere. And, most schools will tell you that this is what they're trying to do. They're not just concerned about points or university places or exam results and academic things. They all tell you that they're concerned about developing the whole person. But when I came to the school, I found a school that really did it. And I was really committed to it. And has been very successful at it. And I'm very proud to have been part of that and to have made a contribution to paying that ideal for so many students. I suppose over the past 10 years there might have been close to 2,000 students have gone through the school. So I think the school has had a big influence on a lot of people, and I'm glad to be part of that, and I want to thank all the staff who've contributed to that over the years. And I'm particularly delighted to see the former pupils back here today. I brought back an awful lot of happy memories, some few little incidents that I've forgotten about myself, reminded up there, but maybe we can sit down later on and have a little chat about that. At the same time, when staff meeting on, I won't miss staff meetings, I won't miss board management meetings, I won't miss any of that, but I will miss students and teachers and just the ordinary chat that you have from day to day, walking around the school or maybe people coming to the office, so I'll definitely miss that, but I think the time has come for me when I feel I've done what I'm going to do, and there's other things I'm interested in pursuing. I'm just being very, very lucky that I'm in a position to be able to go and do those sort of things now. I also, and I said this the other day that I told the students that I was going to retire, that I actually think it's a good thing for the school as well, because we do need change. And what I said was that we needed some, it'd be nice to have somebody young and energetic and full of life and full of go. They didn't know what the school. I didn't know who the principal was going to be at that stage. But now that we know, we have Mr. Strong, and I think the school is a fantastically safe pair of hands here. And there's going to be a lot of changes, there's going to be a lot of the traditions will be carried on, and everything will be done as it should be. So I think I can't think of any more to say now. I would have prepared a speech if I'd known this was going to happen. But I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for the tributes this afternoon and for all the nice things that have been said. And I'm particularly pleased with this. It's just a fantastic thing for me to have, and I'll treasure that for the rest of my life. And that'll be hanging on the wall proudly in my house for the rest of my life. I detect where it comes from. I think it started off with a different picture somewhere, didn't it? It's a bit like the picture that's over in the hall. And somebody's been done all kinds of things, so I have to study that when I go home and see what it really means. But it's just wonderful for me to have a piece of art from the students of this school, especially like more than the Picasso. It's something that really, really is very important to me, and something that I'm deeply, deeply grateful to everybody for. So with that, I want to thank you all, and again, thank you, Mr. Strong, for organising this. I presume you did do it on your own, but thank everybody who was involved in organising this. It's like this is your life. Never thought it would happen to me, and just would have to thank you all and to wish you all the very best for the future. Thank you very much.